Yeah, so the schools here in New Jersey and around the country are pushing the the leftist agenda, and the teachers are not standing up against this. It seems like a lot of them are going along with it, and because they're afraid to lose their jobs. And also the school districts, especially I know here in New Jersey, they're doing whatever the state government is telling them to do. So they're really not standing up for the children. And I think, I think that's a real shame, that's happening, because our children are our future, and they need to be nurtured and supported the correct way. So I really think that parents and the teachers should really come together and fight against this, or if not, pull their kids out of school. But there has to be some kind of unity here. So I want to look into that, and I want to see, like, what are the public schools going to look like in the next 3 years?
In terms of what exactly? Because it's
in terms of, well, are they going to collapse? Are they going to be, is it going to be a different system? What is the scenario going to be?
That flew out the pack.
Oh, wow.
Feeling. Yeah. Wow. And that's on the bottom. How disappointing it would be. Do you know what? They actually would be fantastic if they became more healing, and they probably will have to, because the damage that they'll have to heal on the children in a way, won't they? How it can't be easy to just be a child and just have fun. They've had to wear masks.
Right. I got a desire card on the bottom.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I got the 7 of Wands for the past. I got King of Swords for the present, and I got Page of Cups, which is actually a child card.
Yes.
For the future. So go ahead. Do you want to go first?
I'm not sure if I should. I know that you're not meant to reshuffle, but I just not sure I was actually really thinking of the question when I was shuffling the cards. Because I have still a battle in the future. So, and it doesn't really reflect.
Do you want, go ahead. If you want to reshuffle.
You go ahead, and I can think about the question this time properly.
Okay. So I got, obviously 7 of Wands means the past. There's a struggle here, defending your position, which there are parents that are defending their position, including me. King of Swords, which is the present. So this is really a justice card, and, just expressing your peace in the name of, liberty, in the name of, fairness, doing what is right, doing what's, acting in the name of integrity. And then a Page of Cups, which is actually it is a child card. So I think that this is saying that we are going to put our children first in the future. But I think it's going to be a process. I picked out 2 clarifiers, Knight of Cups and Strength. So I think in the next 3 years, we are going to be looking at this and coming from a place of the heart, and from a place of, because the Strength card, she's nurturing, she is patient, she's strong, she's a mama bear. So this to me says, this is the mama bear coming out, and protecting her cubs. I'm done.
They're amazing cards. And I was wondering if they were different to mine because maybe mine's in the UK, but I wasn't really focusing. I'm trying not to shuffle too much because of the noise, but I was just thinking when you got those cards, I was wondering what happens to the teachers. Are they, you know, some of them have been caught up in this system. They don't want to lose their jobs.
Or
I mean,
some of them don't even want to be teachers, because I've talked to a few of them that, you know, have said, you know, like, we really don't want to do this anymore.
because of this, because of the rules.
Yeah, because of, you know, because of
It's no longer, it's not the school you would imagine you were going
right, because of the rules, because of, you know, parents being angry and,
oh wow,
you know, and not, you know, not being very nice to them, and they're kind of like caught in the middle. So I mean, I feel like this topic really, you know, we really have to have a discussion about this.
yeah, because I was actually going to ask, maybe we could ask, like, I've always wondered if, you know, do the teachers stay and they still teach? Do we have community schools? Because you got the strength and the Knight of Cups, which are both wonderful. They're going to be more from the heart. But I'm wondering, and I got healing, and I'm even wondering if we still have a curriculum. Like, how is it going to work? Do we have community schools? Are they just all redesigned? What do you want me? Do you want me to ask something slightly different?
I just tried to look, and I got the same cards. Maybe you can.
Oh, really? So
yeah,
how
I
will they
got
look
pretty
in
much
the
it.
future?
Yeah,
with
how
the
will they look in the future?
teachers, the curriculum? They're kind of two separate things, though. Whoa, they all fell out. So this is
Oh,
going to
wow.
be. Look what fell out.
Oh, wow.
It's been chaos. Look at that. It's been taught, they've been taught under this system.
Yes.
Which is a real shame, actually. I feel I've got 4 cards. I feel like in the future they're going to be, it was interesting, wasn't it? As soon as I started talking about the curriculum and will the teachers leave, will they be taught under the same system? As soon as you speak about the system, that's the card that you get.
Yeah, I got the system, you know,
wow,
disappointments, making new decisions, new plans.
I think judgment really, as well is like,
yeah,
it's been a big wake up call to what is going on in the schools.
Yep. And, you know, really taking a step back and really stopping everything, taking a step back and looking at things from a new perspective.
Wouldn't that be great, though?
Yeah.
We need, and I've got safety. So I feel like in the future, I don't know what's future, what's past, because they all just fell out. But I would imagine that saying that we're going to be seeing them very differently in the world, because that's the world there. They're going to be more safe. They're going to be keep our children safer in a way, protect the children, because that's about safety, that card. Inspired. So it could be more creativity, more intuition, you know, looking at the children's strengths, and then Chariot. So let me think. Movement. No, that could be the past, that could be the future. That's hard to know, because if it's the past and that's not well aspected, that would be you know, taking huge risks.
Yeah, that would be,
I feel like actually
an aggressive card.
Yeah, they've been taking huge risks, reckless, very bold, in your face kind of teaching, maybe that maybe they didn't want to do. But I feel that has to be the future. That's going to change. And I think they'll be looking at more integrity, because ones are integral, creativity, intuition. I think they'll be a lot better going forward. It feels too good to be true. You read these guys, you think, no, surely not. You know, you couldn't imagine a nice world in a way, could you?
Well, because of what's going on right now, everything is topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
And it's like we're struggling to look at the positive in the situation and to get some good news. And it's like very difficult, and it's you have to really question what's being put out there. Is it true? Is it not true? Are they telling us the truth? It's a confusing time, to say the least. So anyway, do you have any other? I'm
Okay,
done.
so yeah, it was really interesting. Great set of questions. Well done. I was thinking that was on the back as well, the hermit. He's about wisdom, guiding, just wisdom. So I think they're going to be wiser, they're going to be guiding them. And then you've got that healing card. I think they could become quite different. I don't even think they're going to be institutions. I think they're going to become quite different. I think the academics will still be there, the curriculum, the exams, but I think there'll be a whole. Do you remember Janine used to say that as well? We'll be looking more at our own strengths and our creativity and stuff like that. It won't be so, our gifts, which we don't get to use at school and stuff like that. I think those things will be more encouraged, not just academic. I think that will still be important.
And I also got this. So it looks like there is going to be
Wow,
a collapse. Yeah, the system is going to collapse.
Wow. Do you want to ask then, will we still have state schools the way we know it, or will they be run? You said rainbow currency. So is there some kind of new name for schools? I mean, are they going to be like community schools? A school's going to just become healing centers, and you have an education at the same time? I'm feeling like they might be in the same buildings, but I just think there'll be a complete new structure. But I think it will take time. Shall we ask that?
Yeah. What are this?
They're going to be reflecting on it. I've got the Four of Swords. Could be also stuff that has been hidden will now be able to come to the surface. So maybe now, your gifts and your talents will be more nurtured. Let's see.
What are you getting from those
Well,
cards?
interesting that I have the High Priestess, which is intuition, because I asked how will schools be, so I can't imagine that would be secrets, and it's well aspected anyway, so I would imagine you'll be using your intuition more. Page of Wands, well, he's very enthusiastic, and he's obviously young, he's a child, which is interesting, and he's also about going in a new direction. He's integral. It's funny how we're getting wand cards, because wand cards are very integral, and they're also very creative. They also have humor, all the wands, I remember Janine saying. So I just think it'll be more based on creativity, newness. So maybe they just completely change. I don't know about the actual building structures. I'm sure they won't knock them all down. I think they'll just change the structure internally, and new ways of, he's all about new ways of doing things. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And the Seven of Swords, now thoughts and words. So that can be like an agenda, figuring things out, a new agenda, a new curriculum, a new structure. But I mean, these look great because this is all about your intuition and going in a new way.
Okay, well, I got two of swords. I mean, I'm sorry, not swords, two of wands. So to me, this is a real breakthrough card. And a new opportunities for children.
Wow.
And the King of Pentacles, which to me, this is saying that there are going to be more investments in the schools.
Brilliant.
And more money going into the schools. And I'm even getting that it's pointing to technology. So it's, I'm seeing like computers, better computers, probably even quantum computers.
Oh, wow.
And
you've got the world in that card. Look. So that could well
yep.
be what you're
so
saying.
This is going to be all around the world. It's going to happen for every
Wow.
country. And we have justice. So it's going to be, there's going to be a balance. And I also pulled up some other cards. So five of wands. So to me, this means a reorganization. And 10 of pentacles, which also means
community. I said
exactly community. It's going to be community based.
That's generations, like generational. So I just think it would be more family, family feel.
It's going to be family oriented.
Yeah.
And I also think that the number of students in a classroom will go down, because right now, I mean, in my town that I live in, I mean, the schools are overcrowded. So I don't think that I think that in the future, that will not be a problem. The classroom sizes are going to be smaller.
How many do you have in a class?
I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I remember it was because since I homeschool, I don't know, it could be like 25 in a classroom.
We have, I think 30, well, when I last remember, 30 to about 33.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you are slow, you don't get a lot of help, and you can get an additional teacher, but that costs money. So they're reluctant to put them in. It's difficult. You can just get left behind. That's why probably they end up, some of them, in trouble, because you just get them forgotten. You can't keep up. You can't keep up.
Right. Well, they have the law, no child is left behind. So even if you don't, which is crazy, because even if the child does not understand, the curriculum, if they're having trouble, and like you said, they're slow, they'll still get promoted to the next grade, which it doesn't make any sense.
So they just struggle in the next one, and then struggle.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I remember even here them getting spellings and stuff, and I had a friend who said to me her child just couldn't keep up. Now, okay, there may have been an issue there, but nevertheless, until they got him a helper, he was just falling behind. And they move fast. If you can't do your spelling, sorry, we're moving on. And you would just get lost, wouldn't you, if you weren't that academic?
Definitely.
So maybe it will be more as well. If you're not academic, look at us. We're not using academia to do this. Maybe they'll use people's gifts and talents, and more of those things will be nurtured. You don't have to necessarily, we'll still need people like that to be head of a bank and stuff like that, and investment banking, whatever, and engineers. But at the same time, you could, if you weren't academic, maybe they'll say, okay, look, you're probably never going to get your maths A level, but let's work on this. You could be a fantastic artist. Why don't you do that and forget about the maths and stuff like that?
Right. Work on your strong point. That's how it
Because
should be.
over here, if you don't pass, it never used to be like that, is now. If you don't pass your maths and English, they keep pushing you. You have to keep retaking it. What if you just can't get it? So, okay, so the last question, I think, as we've done so many, and you also wanted to say something, I think as we have, you're American and I'm British, I think we should do one on the banks each.
Okay.
Either I do the Fed or I do the Bank of England, or you do the Fed and I do the Bank of England.
Okay.
And I suggested a pyramid, but if you don't think that's a good one, then whatever you think, just to finish it off. So we've made them wait all this time, and then they can get, what we really want is, are the banks about to fall? Because that's what we're trying.
Okay.
You said summer, though, admittedly, you did say summer, but
All right. So you're going to do the
what's
banks in
ready?
the UK and I'm going to do the banks here in the United
Or
States.
should we swap? Or should we do one? Should we do both quickly? What do you prefer?
I think you can do UK and I'll do
Okay.
banks here.
And how are we doing the spread? 3 cards?
Yeah, I'll just do 3.
3, okay. I like how you're patriotic. You stuck to your own. I'm doing the Fed and I'll do the Bank of England. Ooh, great.
Got the wish card.
Ooh.
Okay, so I got Knight of Wands for the past. I got 7 of Wands for the present and Queen of Cups.
Trouble with doing 3 cards, what I'm finding as well, it's hard to get a big picture when you're only doing 3.
Yeah, it is. It is hard. I mean, what I'm getting from this, I don't think that the banks are going to collapse, because we would have gotten like ace of something, like an ace card. I think it's just going to transition. There's going to be a transition.
So in the past, if I've had for the banks, like I definitely have had death for the Bank of England. So it's died or it's dying, a slow death. And I've had a tower. I thought the tower would always be the bank's
Collapsing, yeah.
But then maybe I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they collapse like, behind the scenes, but I see we're not getting like a definite yes here, like they're gonna collapse. To me, I think it's just more. And see, yeah, because see, he's moving into he's moving out of like dangerous territory, or he's moving out, he's moving into another.
So they've already left.
So I think that's saying, yeah, it's already been done and there's a transition there. So I think it's more of a transition, not really that it's like all of a sudden, boom,
Could be right. That's like they've already leveled up. So the new system, that could be the quantum system's already gone in.
Right.
Because they've leveled up. Something's changed, and that's a positive. Right. Good news in 6 weeks, but certainly good news coming.
Right.
This might be the old system, but this could also be just saying, because it's actually really well aspected actually. So it's probably just saying organized chaos. So they're just organizing it. And this is about balance, bringing something back into balance. So you may be right, but then what's my tower?
More my of a tower transition. I mean, it could look like to the public, it could be a like a white hat op. It could be presented that the banks have crashed. It could be presented that way to shock, the public and wake them up. But in reality, it doesn't look like that. That's the case. It just looks like a transition.
be more the big wigs and all of that falls, you know,
Right,
rather than so
right,
much the bank. The bank could just, one system slides under the other system.
right, right. Okay.
Fantastic. They're actually great
That's
cards. What did
okay.
you want to say? You said to me you wanted to finish with a
Right.
download, a message.
Okay, so I got let me just find it. Did I just lose it? I think I did. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I got a download yesterday when I was at the laundromat.
Oh,
And this energy just rushed right through me. And it was a message from my spirit guides, higher self, um, angelic realm. But it was something from a higher dimension, like from a higher frequency. All right, here it is. Okay, so this message is to all the viewers on YouTube and the collective consciousness. At this moment, we are in a stage of development and we are experiencing birthing pains before we step into 5D. It is important to remember ourselves and our true light within. It is important to focus on ourselves, on our own peace, and let go of the ego. We should not be worried about the outside world. We should worry about our own connection with the Creator and strive to manifest peace and harmony in our lives. Do not worry about numbers or about finances or about when your investments will become abundant. First and foremost, you must love yourself and those around you, and then and only then will the energy break down and you will inherit the land. Thank you, my dear, beautiful souls. If you only knew what you were capable of, all will be revealed in time, and you will evolve in your own time.
wow, that's lovely. Did you get all that as a download and write it down?
Yes, I did. I had to step out of the laundromat
Wow,
and write it all, record
that's
it on my
so
phone.
amazing. That's honestly, that's lovely. That's so true though, because that's exactly really what it's about, isn't it?
It
In a
is.
course, not all the external stuff we've been subjected
Exactly.
to.
Exactly. It's
And
really
that is
all
what
about our connection.
5D, yeah, that's what 5D you'd imagine would be like. Healing and beautiful. Thank
Yep.
you for sharing that with us.
Okay. You're welcome. All right. So I have some stuff to do and
Yeah, we've been a long time
yeah,
today.
we did.
Yeah, it was great though. Thank
So yeah, if you guys, the viewers out there, if you can subscribe, like, share, and comment, that would be great. And
And any donations are gratefully received because two heads are better than one, and we do come together, and it's quite a lot of work, and we're happy to share it with you. But like we said, any donations gratefully received.
all right, everybody, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.